Good morning, Sweet Blue, or whenever you decided to watch this. Just wanted to say thank you for tuning in, and I thought I'd show you a little bit of Stardew Valley. One of the things that you will notice is there's a home here. Right-click. Much easier with a mouse than with a touchpad, but right-click to interact with most things. There are items that you can build, like a furnace. I have a whole bunch of colored chests here for items that I've collected. I have all sorts of random plants in this chest. Colored it green for plants. Silver is for mining and tools. So upper part is what's in the chest. Down here is what's in your backpack. You start out with a backpack that's only one row long. It's really difficult, and you have to juggle stuff almost constantly for that. Blue. Fish! And this chest here, I put some copper and stuff in here, and one of the mods I installed, automatic, will just let furnaces and whatnot run when you have things in them. I also have things that turn wood into charcoal. Charcoal! Pretty useful. And, of course, probably the part of the game that you care most about, farming! So there's a lot to the farming. I don't know if I could do justice to it in this short little bit while I'm watering everything. But there's different plants that grow in different seasons, and you can eventually automate a lot of things with sprinklers and all of that, but I'm not up to sprinklers. Well, I can build really crappy sprinklers, but it costs iron. And I invested my entire fortune into this farm. I have 3 gold left. Over here you see it's like, oh, somebody's birthday. I'm not terribly lucky today. I don't exactly know everything luck affects, but I'm guessing it's related to fishing and other random things. So yeah, as I was saying, there's different crops you can grow. Some of them you can harvest multiple times. They just grow throughout the whole season until the crop dies. And others you just harvest once. So you can see this wheat is 1 day away from being harvested. Naturally, because there's crops, cooking is part of the game too. But I'm so poor still, I don't have a kitchen. So I can't do any cooking. Just been eating wild berries and whatnot that you find out in nature. There's crows and stuff that try to eat your crops, so the scarecrow's functional. Let's see, there's fertilizer that can help crops grow faster, higher quality, make it so you don't have to water as often. As you can see, my energy bar is already like half gone from everything. In the spring, you tend to get fully rested. In the summer, it seems like you don't get as fully rested because your character wakes up earlier or something. I don't know. I have a cat somewhere. There it is. Again, right-click to interact with it. So yeah, it's not a terribly big farm, but you saw how long that took to take care of that before automation. I'm going to go drop off some tools so I have more inventory space. Drop, drop. And there's some things I can take to a museum. Museum will pay for some of these things. I have a campfire with me, cherry bomb. There's some quests. I'm supposed to find Mayor's shorts. He's looking for his purple shorts. Probably going to check trash cans for that. There's a mine. And that's you! Well then, I'll answer you and stop recording. Hi again, Sweet Blue. I thought I'd go ahead and resume recording and let you know that a great day to go adventuring into the mines in Stardew Valley is when it's all rainy, because you don't have to do that much for your crops. Ooh, grapes. Wild grapes. Did you know that there's wild grapes that grow here in the mountains in Arizona? Yeah. Tim's been meaning to show them to me / let me taste them, but they're pretty rare, but they do exist. Gets all misty up on the mountain. I don't need that fire going. There's like the Fighters Guild or whatever, and here are the mines. So, once you've gone so far down, it lets you jump down by levels of 5. And you can see there's like smashing rocks, and you can either continue going further down. This is also the only part in the game where you have to actually worry about enemies, at least as far as I'm aware. I haven't had anything try to kill me other than in these caves. Get a whole lot of rock and whatnot from here. This is also where you get like copper and iron, and I assume eventually gold, because you use that to upgrade your tools and stuff. I found a really... Oh, sandworm! Graboid! And like you can dig through the sand trying to find stuff. Clay. Sometimes you find ancient artifacts that you can drop off at a museum, and they'll give you stuff. Sometimes you'll just find random shit in here. Yeah, found copper, clay, a geode. Geodes have random stuff inside them. Sometimes you find random gems. Other times you just find rocks. Alright, well I'm going to go down that stairway I found immediately. Going to try to get to level 30. This area is infested. Ha! Oh! I thought I'd be all clever and defeat that slime. This is an interesting area. All the other ones looked just like the previous caves. Anything different in here? Some tools let you use them directly underneath you, some don't. Like, you can water directly under you. Cave carrot. Cave carrot. So, random food, like this says 30 energy, 13 health. When you're in the caves, you see you have health, and you have energy. I haven't found any way to get more total energy. There's an amethyst that I found previously, trying to give it to one person in town. Different people have different likes. Way down has appeared. Okay. Yay, mushroom! You get bug meat from some of these creatures that you can turn into a bug steak. Yum. Ryuk would probably like the bug steak. Random quartz. Quartz is a kind of a common item in the mines, and it works as a suitable gift for most people in town. I don't know if you're supposed to or not, but when it's people's birthdays, you can give them gifts. Actually, I think you can give them gifts anytime, but they seem to appreciate it more on their birthday. You also fall asleep at 2 a.m. if you don't go to bed. So, I need to continue to make progress. Oh. Skeletal tail. Not sure if you see, it says like 100 gold coin, and to the bottom left of that, there's an icon of the museum guy. So the museum guy is interested in this. Already found Dwarf Scroll 1, so that's also interesting. You drop it off at the museum, and you can read more about it. Skeletal tail. Wow. The museum guy only wants one of them, and then after that you can usually sell the surpluses. Sometimes you see rocks with extra stuff in it. I think last time I was showing you this game, I still had the rusty pickaxe, and I upgraded it to a copper pickaxe. Pretty sure rusty steel is better than copper, but whatever. Then there's iron is the next tier, and then for some reason gold is the top tier. I'm going to come back to that. I want to see if there's anything down here that's useful. 23. $61. A little bit better. Alright, I'm just going to head on down. 720. Have to prioritize just getting to level 30 before it gets too late. Bug meat! Yep, that's the way down. Sometimes when you kill enemies... and you also have skills and whatever. Skills. Whee! So, I have a lot of points in farming. And so, I'm a farmhand. Social. Different people, how much they like or hate me. Some of the characters are single, which the fact it calls it out makes me think that you can date and get married. Oh, the wizard's single. Well then. I should probably spend a little bit of time with that. Try to get an in-game wife. Don't know what it does, but, you know. Any other mineral tracks? Floor 28. Ooh, charcoal. Or just coal. Yay. You may notice in the bottom left-hand corner it says the skill level, whatever you just equip. There's random little items you can make, like I have a cherry bomb. It's useful for blowing up small boulders, not the big ones. These supplies could be interesting. What is that? Alright, so my inventory's full. I need to get rid of something. Rubber boots. Immunity +1. Well, in that case, my leather boots are just better. Oh well. Alright. Why don't I eat some cave carrots? I don't need too much energy because my character will be going to bed shortly. 30! And this is what I meant by there's an elevator. And then go up to the surface. This is one of the guys in the guild. When it rains in game, it seems to rain all day. There's also seasons. So this is summer. Different plants and whatnot grow in summer versus winter. I was really hoping, like, it would let you camp, but I haven't figured that out yet. Sometimes the game chops. I haven't figured out why that is. Thunder sounds a little bit bad, but never mind. So, trying to get home before it gets too late. I know it's getting late. The town's not terribly complicated, but it is kind of large, so it takes a little bit to memorize it. I think I'm skilled at memorizing geometric patterns, so that's good for me, at least. To show you, I found a sprinkler. It was a reward for turning things into the museum. So anyways, I'm going to unload some of my stuff. I'm going to sell some of these things. Let's see. And I have a chest of just foods now. I don't know. I'll make this a deep, rich red. Drop off some of that in there. I only have 1 iron ore. So take that to the museum, take that to the museum. I'll probably have to sell that. Oh. Can I drop off my carrots? There we go. 9. I'm just going to do everything else tomorrow. Go to sleep. New crafting recipe. Transmute. Iron. And glowstone ring. Things that I sold earlier in the day. Saved! Sometimes your days can get kind of long. And I wish there was a way to save it partway through a day. You know what? I don't need this cherry bomb. I'm just going to drop that off. Or I have other random seeds. Yay! So I don't have to water those because of the sprinkler. That's nice. You'll see these things have a... when they're ready to harvest versus are they... will be ready in 1 day. Yep, out of water. I was also having my axe upgraded. I really want to collect enough money to be able to build like a coop and start raising some chickens. It costs a fair bit of money and resources, so I thought, well, if I have to acquire 400 wood, and each tree's only like 10 wood, I thought it'd be worth it upgrading my axe. Watering's not the most fun thing, but that's why you can buy or make sprinklers eventually. But I guess they want you to appreciate how much work it is originally, and then appreciate the automation. As you see, I have mail. There I go. Also, all actions cost some energy. Well, I don't think using your sword does. No. Let me read my mail. Is it a timed quest? Yeah, I am not growing any hops. Oh well. So you can sell food directly at the store, or there's a bin if you don't need the money immediately. No, I want 1 in there. I'll show you why I wanted only 1 in there. So this is why I said it's good to do the adventuring in the caves on rainy days, because just watering my crops took a good 3 hours and half my energy. Is it a new week? Calendar. Does not show that it's a new week yet. So who do I need to talk to today? I should probably prioritize most of the single people. I wonder why some of them have like -2 hearts. Oh, The single ones are, I guess, easier to win over. Let's see, who's the prettiest? Kind of red hair, but her skin's too dark for that hair. Penny kind of works. Abigail's kind of goth looking. That guy just looks badass. Alright. Wow. Let's see. Museum. Going to museum those two things and sell the rubber footwear. And if nobody's around, you can check trash. People get angry if you check their trash when they're around, though. Oh, process geodes. Blacksmith can upgrade your tools. I don't want... Okay, so apparently he can't process my geodes when he's doing other work. Donate to museum. Yeah, put that next. And some random artifact. I didn't get any rewards, but then these things you can read more about. Alright, so, yeah. You get to lay things out, and it just tells you a little bit about them. I mean, it's kind of boring. You can find random books lying around, and they'll give you additional hints. Who is this? I should talk to them. Say hello. Alright. Wow. On a warm, sunny day, go for a swim. That's what I would do. One of the mods I installed show where people are on the map. Otherwise, you'd spend an eternity trying to find people. So, when you choose to play this game, I should totally tell you about all the mods. Actually, I have 500 megs of mods. Have to talk to you. Okay. Well, clearly they have a thing going on. I guess Haley fits the stereotypical hot if you like the California bleached hair look. Ooh. I don't know why coral is washing up on the beach. That can't be healthy, but it is. Let's see. Trying to figure out what else to show you. I should sell that. Who do I need to talk to? Did I already talk to Elliot? Why are there so many people down here? I am growing blueberries. The fisherman! Oh, this is a cutscene. The aroma is known to linger for up to 7 weeks. I've been doing a lot of fishing. I should probably go grab my fishing pole and show you how it works. The whole town's kind of in ruin. Oh, I think there's a fishing boat. So you can make bait from that monster meat, the bug meat. I already bought the fiberglass pole. He doesn't really sell that much. There we go. So yeah, I should probably go grab my fishing pole. And then I can show you how fishing works. What was that? There's also weird things that you can look at. Each of these statues have a different colored stone. I don't know what that means or what it's useful for. But it is what it is. There's a lot of cutscenes. But it is trying to just introduce the story and a lot of the characters. Man, that's quite the vineyard. It's a sprinkler! Yes! I have a second one! Oh. She has a cosplay room? Well, that's interesting. Well, I know I need to talk to her. I should give her a gift. Do I have any gifts? The whole area is called Ferngill. At least as far as I can tell. Ah, yes. Quality sprinklers, 4,000. Jeez, that's pricey. I mean, iron's super pricey too, and I just learned how to make that, but... Jeez. Well, I was trying to talk with her. Guess I can't. Anyways, I wanted to show you fishing. I need to drop this corn off at the community center. Show you the Junimo, or whatever they're called. Andy lives over here. He's a struggling farmer, and there's like a cutscene earlier where, oh yeah, he's an absolute slop. He makes my house look clean. But there's a cutscene where he's like freaking out because there's like new regulations going into effect, and the farming community is already not doing very well, so he was freaking out. Marnie is where you can purchase animals and stuff from, but I'm not rich enough to purchase animals yet. I mean, I do have on the order of thousands instead of, like, you start out with just hundreds. Anyways, let me go grab my fishing pole. You can also cut through grass if you, Hey. Stay back. Trees are encroaching on my farm. There we go. Fishing pole. Wrong one. I'll drop that off in there. Fishing pole. Does it have any bait? And as you go up levels and things, you learn how to craft stuff. The basic fishing poles don't have a place for you to put bait. That's why I decided to upgrade to the fiberglass. Almost any body of water will do, but different bodies of water have different fish. So you click and hold to charge up how far you throw it. That little exclamation point means that I caught something. And then hit means it's actually a fish. Rainbow trout. And because there's a treasure chest I picked up as well, I got some stone. So you click and hold, and it just goes up and down as you hold. Bait makes it catch stuff faster, otherwise you have to wait a while. See, it didn't say hit, so that was just algae. Bunch of algae. This here, when you click, it accelerates upwards. And when you let go, it starts to fall, like under gravity. And so the idea is you have to keep the fish in the little green bar. So you don't directly move it up and down, it just accelerates up or down. So if you want it to stay still, you have to click and unclick quite rapidly. Don't. Alright. Let's throw it closer to the middle of the lake. I should have moved over some. And trickier fish, like eels or something, will just jump all over the place. They'll be extra tough. Notice I didn't bother to get the treasure chest that time, so no extra treasure. This one's kind of boring, so... So my primary advice when fishing is, it seems nearly just as important to try to match position as well as the fish's velocity. Is it moving up or down? Garbage. There's actually an item that you can craft that will let you turn garbage into resources. There we go. That's nearly the center of the lake. So different bodies of water have different fish. Bream! Oh. Oh. It's right near the center. Oh, this one's a little bit tricky. The faster they move, the more valuable the fish tends to be. And if it goes all the way down, you lose it. If the progress bar goes all the way down. Yeah, this is a tricky fish. It's probably worth something. It could even be an eel. I don't know. That fish almost escaped. No! Oh, it escaped. So, that's what happens if you fail. I don't know if there's any other way of fishing to try to make it better. See, this fish is way less jumpy. It's a boring fish. Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can catch that fascinating fish. There we go. I'm at 3. I'll just eat some seaweed after this. I don't know what good the algae is. Probably someday I can craft something with it, but not yet. Ah. I think that's smack dab in the center. Alright, how tricky is this? Ah, it's a little bit tricky. Oh no, I let go too long. Again, matching the velocity is pretty important too. Can't just try to get the location. You have to wait for it to fall, so if you overshoot, there's not a whole lot you can do. There's a pretty good chance I'm going to catch it. My famous last words. That's a pike! So, it wasn't an eel before I caught an eel, but that pike is obviously a more advanced fish. This one's pretty boring. And you catch different fish at night as you do during the day. And I just got some sort of achievement for catching a big fish. Starting to feel exhausted. This will be probably my last fish. Alright. Anyways, now I've showed you that. So I'm gonna put away some of my tools. The cat is sleeping on the bed, just like you'd actually expect. Rainbow trout, I don't have that yet. And a pike, I don't have that yet. There we go, just drop that off in there. Drop that off. And let me see, what does it cost to make the recycler? Cheese press, mayonnaise machine, recycler. An iron bar. I don't have any iron yet, so I can't make that. But it turns fishing trash into resources. So that's possibly useful. Furnace is one of the first things you build. Again, iron's pretty hard to come by, so I don't have much in the way of that. So I'm going to see if the bin over here lets me... But items that are kind of specific to, like, adventuring or something like that, you have to actually take to the proper store. There we go. Showed my cat some love. And I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to cut the video here as well. I hope you enjoyed me showing you a bit of this game. And if you enjoyed my video, like and subscribe. Anywho's, I love you, Sweet Blue.